All right, so we're going to hop into a video right now for the ladies about not explaining yourself to your man every time you're asking him to do something. And so this is coming out of Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. I'm wrapping up the book this week. I listened to it for the last couple weeks, been sharing my takeaways from the book because it's a bestseller. And, people talk about this book. Actually, it was recommended to me by a fellow dating coach, okay? So I'm at my desk today. I'm actually trying to catch up to my girlfriend. She's been reading this and she's passed me. So I got pissed. I'm like, no, you can't beat me. I'm the dating coach. I'm supposed to know this, And so I'm sitting at my desk and, I got my little workspace over here and I've got my phone propped up. I'm listening to it. And then, so I'm halfway checked out because over the last few years, I haven't really needed the communication skills because I haven't been in relationships. My last relationship, there wasn't proper communication going on. And then after that, I was single for a while. And then I'm in a new relationship now where we're still in the honeymoon phase and there hasn't been problems crop up. So we're in a good state of communication. Plus we're just, two, more developed adults. So I'm a little bit halfway checked out as I'm listening to the book because I've completed most of it up to this point. I'm working. And then it said something that hit me. And it goes, ladies, don't explain yourself to your man when you ask them to do something. And this hit home with me like hardcore. And so this is something that it took me back to my marriage, right? So I was married for 10 years, several years ago. And this is actually something I still deal with today with my current ex-wife. So I don't know, just an example, and I'm not going to be able to detail it, fully. But like, for example, if I'm taking the kids to the pool, she'll be like, hey, don't forget the sunscreen. And so I'll be like, okay, sunscreen, I'm going to put it on the kids. Okay. She's like, well, okay, but because this sunscreen is special sunscreen and it doesn't hurt their skin, blah, blah, blah. Okay, got it. I'm going to put the sunscreen on. And then it's like, well, yeah, because last time, like, you didn't do it and whatever, or you didn't reapply. It was like, okay, cool. I'm going to put the sunscreen on. And then it's like 2 or 3 other bullet points about why sunscreen is good. It's like, no, I've already agreed to it. I don't need, you know what I mean? And then so it's like, I'm going to agree to it maybe even a second time as she keeps going. But it's like, then it's too much. It's too much. So here's the thing, ladies, like if we agree to do something for you, probably we get like right away, like after you've said it, even though we weren't the ones to think of it first, you thought of it first, even though we didn't think of it, we get once you bring it up to us why it's important. Okay, so if we agree to it, it's probably because we understand that what you're asking us to do is of a good cause. Okay, so you don't have to explain why. Like if we say yes, then we kind of get what's going on, right? And I understand that y'all aren't in our brains, right? So you can't read minds. You don't really know. Like you may feel like you have to explain, but think about it. Humans are smart. You know what I mean? This is why like people don't trust each other out on the streets. Everybody's like watching around. Like we all have the same consciousness. Okay, so if you think about it, like you say, hey, put the sunscreen on, that's going to flip a switch in my brain. It's like, okay, yeah, sunscreen, probably should remember that. Like I didn't think of it, but now that you say it, it's like I get why sunscreen is important. Okay, so we're going to kind of understand. Now, if we don't understand, that doesn't mean, we're not fucking psychic. We don't know anything. We're not omniscient or whatever. We don't know everything is what I'm saying. So that being the case, there's going to be some times where we don't understand. And so in those cases, we're going to ask you why you want us to do it. Okay, so if you continue to explain yourself because you think that like we'll just say okay without even understanding, that's insulting to us, right? So in the moment when you're doing all this, there's probably this subconscious thing going on inside our heads where it's like, oh, like you think that we would just like do it without understanding or whatever. It's like, no, like we're not like that, right? We're here to serve you, but not to be your servants too, right? So we don't want to be insulted. We don't take the opportunity of giving out of it for us. Okay, so if you ask us to do something, we get to say okay without arguing, right? Sometimes we just want to be like, oh, you want me to do that? Okay, I got you, babe. Like sometimes we just want to go do it without your explanation because then that shows that we're willing to do it. Like maybe we didn't think of it first and maybe we didn't pay enough attention to you that day or whatever. You know what I mean? But we want to show you that we're down, to support the relationship. We're down to help you, like whatever it is that you need, like we want to do without an argument. I want to demonstrate to you that I want to do something for you without argument. Sometimes there might be arguments. Sometimes I might disagree with your reason why. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes I might not understand. I'm going to ask you why. And then maybe I'll be like, okay, cool. Now that I understand, I'm going to go do it. Sometimes you might tell me, I'll be like, fuck that. Like, I don't want to do it, And that's a choice. So this is hard because women have a tendency to do this. And I know this because I've been through it. But I want to share with you what goes through our heads. That's basically everything I just said is what goes through our heads. So just keep that in mind. There's plenty of stuff that guys do too. I think that in the book it was citing a lot of, tendencies that each gender tends to do within a relationship, and these things crop up more over time, right? So this one is aimed at women today. Might be one against men tomorrow. I don't know. I might have to share something else. But that's what we got for today. Hope everybody has a great day. It's Wednesday, and it's a great day today. And we'll see you later.